2017 was an incredible year for the Nintendo Switch. We got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is one of the highest rated games of all time and the best Zelda game. My favorite is still Ocarina, but you know what? Breath of the Wild is probably the best one. We also got Super Mario Odyssey, which is my favorite Mario game of all time and also one of the highest rated games of all time, and a bunch of other amazing games, not only from Nintendo, but third parties. Everyone is like, oh, you're not going to get many games. We got Doom, we got Skyrim, we got Pokken Tournament, we got all kinds of stuff already, and it's only been 10 months. So when we look forward to 2018, there are so many games already coming out. There's a massive list, and there's a ton that people have said, oh, it's coming eventually, but we don't exactly know if it's going to be 2018 or not. But today, I want to go over 20 games that are coming out in 2017, or we think are coming out in 2017. I'm guessing are coming out in 2017, but most of them are confirmed. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I'm going to leave some of the big hitters for the end, because there are some huge ones. We don't know for sure if they're coming, but I really hope they're coming. But first, let's start off with Payday 2. And the reason why I start off with this game is because Payday 2 is actually an awesome game in general. It's a game about bank heists. What's really cool about it is you can play it single player, you can play it co-op, and co-op heists are amazing. You can have people coordinate, do different things, and make it a lot more fun. You can mess around with each other and mess up and just have to do ridiculous stuff. But what's really cool about this one is it's the Payday 2 package. We're hoping most of the DLCs. I think it'll be a majority of them. They might leave a few for some extra money along the way. And also we know that they're going to have some special Nintendo Switch content. So all in all, this game is going to be a really good package. I believe the game is going to be $50, but it is a fully fledged game. And even though it's released on other consoles before, I think the Switch is going to be the definitive place to play it, because just imagine it. You're out with your family and you're like, oh, we want to do something co-op together. Let's rob some banks. Won't that be amazing? It'd be so fun. So I'm really excited about Payday 2. I'm excited about the content. I don't know what Switch exclusive stuff's going to be. Maybe some Mario costumes or whatever. Who knows? But it's going to be awesome. Next, we have one of the big franchises coming from Nintendo, and that is Kirby Star Allies. Now, Kirby Star Allies looks really cool because it's more in the traditional vein of Kirby's. It's 2D. You can play single player and all the way up to 4-player co-op, because one of the mechanics of this game is that you can actually take over enemies to make them your allies. So if you're playing single player, you can have 3 allies at any time, making it a 4-player group, or each person can play a different character. The game looks really fun, the graphics look amazing, and I think this is going to be a fun game to just jump into with people, maybe even here on the channel, or if you're just a family and you want to play some Kirby, this could be a fun one. It seems like it'll be pretty easy to play, but also a lot of fun. And in that same kind of vein, we have the new Yoshi game coming out this year, which is similar. It's 2D, but this Yoshi game is almost like a combination of Paper Mario and Yoshi, because you have the regular 2D walking, and then you can go back and forth in the 2D, and then you can also flip the perspective so you're playing on the opposite side of the level, and it's made to be kind of papery. So like you're on one side of the level, you're looking at a building, you flip around to the other side and you're on the inside of the building, but it's all in a 2D plane. So it's like 2.5D, 3D, spinning around. I don't know. It's really cool. The game looks awesome. This game, again, is going to have co-op, so it'll be really fun to play with your family. And I don't know. This game just seems like it's going to be a blast. I love that Nintendo is shaking up all the franchises or bringing them back to their traditional roots, kind of like Kirby. And this Yoshi one's a bit of both, which I think is really cool. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play. Another game that people were hoping for, we weren't exactly sure was going to come, but we wanted it, was Bayonetta. And so Bayonetta 1 and 2 are both coming to the Nintendo Switch as a bundle. You buy the cartridge, you get Bayonetta 2, and then you also get Bayonetta 1 as an additional download, but they are developing Bayonetta 3 for the Switch, and this is awesome because the Bayonetta games are amazing. They're a fighting style game, hack and slash, Devil May Cry style thing, and it's one of the unique games on Nintendo Switch that the first Bayonetta was on a bunch of stuff, and then for some reason we were all surprised when Bayonetta 2 was a Wii U exclusive, and I think they're really betting on Nintendo and this being one of the mature franchises. And there aren't very many mature franchises on Nintendo, even though Nintendo Switch has had Doom and more games we're going to talk about actually during this video. But I think they're betting on, hey, we want to be able to have a whole market, not just a young kiddie game. And I think that's really cool because I'm betting Bayonetta 3 is going to sell a lot on the console, and the Bayonetta 2 collection is going to be amazing as well. I'm sure they'll sell way more than they expected to. And it'll also redeem Bayonetta 2 because it was a great game but stuck on Wii U, and that's sad for all of those games. Another game that is about to come to the Switch is Dragon Quest Builders. Now this is a really cool game because I don't know if any of you guys know about Dragon Quest, but the Dragon Quest universe is an amazing universe, and this is kind of like a Minecraft-esque game where you're taking stuff, it's builders, you're taking stuff, you're going around the world, there's a light RPG mechanic, and you're building up things, and I'll show the gameplay here. It's kind of hard to explain without actually playing it, but this is just a fun game. It's a Minecraft kind of clone, kind of not, and if you wanted a game like Minecraft that's that's a bit more deep, has a bit more to it. Dragon Quest Builders is the one. I really like Dragon Quest Builders. I actually think I like it a bit more than Minecraft because I've never super gotten into Minecraft. I do like Minecraft, but I haven't been one of the people that really dug into it. And a game that's a bit more like a regular game, like Dragon Quest Builders, is a lot more my speed. So I think this is going to be an awesome one. And this one's actually coming out really soon. In that vein as well, we're getting Terraria on the Switch this year. Now, the way I would describe Terraria in the easiest thing is a 2D pixel art Minecraft, where you're doing the same kind of stuff, you're breaking stuff, you're building it, you're gathering stuff, you're building houses, you're going into dungeons to find better ore, you're fighting monsters. And it does all of the same things Minecraft does, but in 2D. And it's really cool because you'd think it'd play very similar, but it actually doesn't. And I think each one, sometimes you'll be playing Minecraft, you're like, yeah, it's kind of boring, but I want to play something like it. If you don't pick up Dragon Quest Builders, of course, Terraria is the next best thing. And I think Terraria comes a little bit behind Minecraft because Minecraft is so easy to get into. It's just such a basic concept. Whereas Terraria takes a little bit more. It's not that it has a steep learning curve, but it's just a little bit harder to play because it is 2D. But if you like 2D games at all and you like the idea of something like Minecraft, Terraria is a great game. And while it's been out for a while on other consoles, I think it'll be really cool to be able to bring that around portably on the Switch. Next, we've got Alboy. Alboy is a really cool game, and I've played a little bit before, but I'm really excited to jump back into it on the Switch. It's a 2D art style, but its art style is very unique, as you can see from the gameplay footage. Also, so is the gameplay. It's a platformer. Obviously, you're an Alboy, so you can fly around and stuff. And just overall, I'm excited. The game looks really great. I've played it a little bit, not too much, so I'm really excited to be able to jump in on the Switch this year. And I think this game's going to get a lot of love on this console because all these indie games, man, they're like, we've sold 100 times more than we expected to sell. And I think Alboy is going to be able to receive that treatment as well. Next, we've got the Monster Boy and Wonder Boy double thing that's going on. So this year we have Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap coming out physical, and that game was really great, so I'm really excited about that. And we also have Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. Both of these games, especially Wonder Boy, was really great. I think a lot of people missed out when it first came out on the Switch, and Monster Boy looks to be really good as well. So man, I'm just excited about having both of these two physical and also just being able to play them because I actually got Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy is great, and Monster Boy looks like it's going to be another amazing entry into the franchise. Not much to say. You'll see the gameplay here. Both these games look really great, and I'm assuming Monster Boy will also be pretty cheap like Wonder Boy was. I think Wonder Boy was $20. Both pretty good deals. Another game that I'm really excited to come out on the Nintendo Switch, while it's been out on consoles for a long time, is Outlast. And the reason why is because I feel like the Nintendo Switch is really lacking in the terror and horror game department. And Outlast is a great game in this genre that I think a lot of people really enjoyed. It's also coming with its DLC, but the basic idea of this game is you actually don't have weapons, you're not meant to attack. You're actually just trying to get through this place. We have a camera with night vision, which, I mean, ups the scariness through the roof. But I think it's an amazing game that is going to be awesome on the Switch. A lot of people that missed it are going to be able to play it. And I mean, I know it's been out forever. People are like, how did they miss that game? I don't know. There's people that missed it. But I feel like it's going to be really at home on the Switch, considering, you know, you can put in headphones, you could be sitting in bed at night in the dark playing it instead of being at your TV and stuff. So I think it's actually going to be an amazing fit because I feel like the Switch is an amazing fit for games like that. And as we see these games come out, and if they get traction on the console, which I really hope they do, it'll be awesome to be able to have those experiences on the go. I mean, even if you're in a car driving in the night with headphones on, like, it'll still be terrifying. So that's super awesome. And I think this game and something like the Resident Evil Revelations collection, other games like that are really going to set the tone for these games to come to the Nintendo Switch. Another big AAA game that is supposed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, is going to come in somewhere in 2018, is Wolfenstein II. And this is awesome because for anyone that's played Wolfenstein 2 on the other consoles that came out on last year in 2017, it's an amazing game. It's going to be really exciting to see this game on the Switch for a couple reasons. First, what is it going to be like? Are they going to have to really downscale it? Because since it just came out at the end of 2017, it's a pretty beefed up game. I don't know how much they'll have to downscale. It is taking quite a lot longer to come out, so maybe there is a lot of work they're going to have to do, but I'm really hoping that it can come out and really shine on the Switch to show that, yeah, even modern games can keep up with PS4 and Xbox One on the Switch. And so far it's seeming like it can. I mean, Doom and Skyrim are both kind of downscaled, but when you play them, it's not significant. It doesn't feel like the Wii U to the PS4, and that's a huge step. So even the fact that this game is going to be able to come to the Switch at all is a good sign, and I think it'll add to the kind of lacking first-person shooter section on the Nintendo Switch, because right now, there's not that many on there at all. Another game like Wolfenstein II that's going to be big and kind of push the Switch and has had some troubles in development, probably because of its depth and how good the graphics are and everything, is Steep from Ubisoft. This is a mountain extreme sport game. You got snowboarding, you got gliding, you got all kinds of stuff. The game is really cool, looks a lot of fun, and would be a great game to be able to carry around on my Switch just to mess around, snowboard down a mountain, whatever you want to do. But it has had a lot of trouble in development. It's been pushed to 2018, and I really hope it comes out, and I hope it's good when it comes out, because this would be a great game to not only show, again, like Wolfenstein, that yeah, big games can be on the Switch, but also that you can have a fun big game and it not have to be crappy. It doesn't have to be a terrible port like WWE 2K18, and encourage other people to develop big games for this console. So something that me and many fans of this franchise are super stoked about is Mega Man 11. And yes, it took forever for Capcom to finally be like, yes, we will release a new Mega Man. And I'm not entirely sold on the graphics. Also, the game looks like it's a little bit too pulled back, like it could be kind of a bit slower, a little bit clunkier. I'm just really hoping it's good so that people buy it and Mega Man continues to go on. But I don't want people to buy it if it's bad, so we can send a message like, look, you need to make a better Mega Man. But I'm just so glad Mega Man is back, and I hope that they make a great game out of this. It doesn't turn out to be a Mighty Number 9 situation, because man, that sucked, and it was so exciting at first, and then nope, it just failed. I'm hoping Mega Man 11 isn't like that, and Capcom understands what its audience wants from Mega Man. And also, I'm really excited for the Mega Land collections to be coming. I'm hoping all of them do, both Legacy collections and the X collection or collections or whatever it's going to be. But for right now, we know that the X collection is going to come. I want all of them. If I could have basically every Mega Man game in the mainline series type thing to be on the Switch would be amazing, including 11 and whatever comes beyond. So I think, like me, so many people are excited about this. It kind of speaks for itself, guys. It's Mega Man. If you haven't played Mega Man, come on, what are you doing? Buy the Legacy collections on Xbox or PS4 or wherever you want to do it. Just start playing Mega Man. Alright, we're more than 3/4 way through the list. We just have a few more games to go. And I want to talk about two RPGs that I'm super excited to come to the Switch, because these games are awesome. And the first one is Lost Sphere. And the reason this is great is because if you didn't play I Am Setsuna, you should be playing that already. And if you did, you know how great I Am Setsuna was. And Lost Sphere just looks like it's a continuation of the I Am Setsuna style. The game looks incredibly beautiful. It looks like it's going to be fun. And after playing I Am Setsuna, you just know that whatever Square makes is going to be great. Nowadays, especially these games that came out with things like Bravely Default and I Am Setsuna, and you just know, like, oh, they might have messed up with Final Fantasy for a while. Yeah, they might have done some bad stuff, but they're really on their A game, and I think Lost Sphere is going to continue that. And man, I'm just hungry for RPGs on the Switch, because RPGs are my favorite genre, and this game looks like it's going to be incredible. I'm so excited to be able to jump into another world that Square Enix creates that's just beautiful and fun to play, and an amazing story and soundtrack, and I'm just so excited. Another game in this same vein of RPGs is Project Octopath Traveler. If you missed out on this, I believe the demo is still on the Switch eShop. You could probably look it up and see. If not, that sucks, I'm sorry. But Project Octopath Traveler looks to be an amazing game. The graphics are really good. I mean, if you look at this, I looked at it and I was just wowing the whole time at how amazing the graphics are. The gameplay's fun, the combat is fun, and they took a lot of feedback from people during that demo. That was kind of like a beta to get people's feedback, and I'm just excited to see what comes out of this game. Beautiful graphics, beautiful soundtrack, the story seems interesting, the combat's fun, everything about it. Like I said, I just want these RPGs, and they look so cool. I love that I'm living in a day where RPGs like this could come out and they can be so good. Another game I'm really excited for on the Switch is Holonight. You know, Holonight's been out for quite some time on the PC. It's a massive 2D Metroidvania, hand-drawn art style game where you explore this huge underground area. You have tons of different powers, the combat is amazing, and it's just, there's just so much exploration and such a beautiful style that I'm so in love with the game and how it looks and how it plays, and it's just so great. And as you can see from the gameplay footage, this game is just meant for the Switch, and I'm so excited to see how it comes out, if it's going to be a great port, if it's going to play well, and if it does, this game is going to want to be in everyone's library, because it's an excellent title that I don't think gets enough love. Like the Mega Man collection, there's something else coming out for the Nintendo Switch and other consoles as well that's amazing for the core fan base of this game series, and that is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. When this was announced, I was in shock because of how many games this comes with, because it almost feels like it's too much. There's so much here. And that's because it comes with Street Fighter, Street Fighter II, Street Fighter II Champion Edition, Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter II, Super Street Fighter II Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And there's online multiplayer in Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter II Turbo, Street Fighter 3 Alpha, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Can you believe it? That is so many Street Fighter games. How could you not want this? If you're any kind of fan of Street Fighter, this is gonna be incredible. And when things like this come out, I'm like, you're doing it right, guys. You know what we want. Thank you so much. So yes, I'm super excited for this game to come out as well. I think it's gonna be a blast to play, and I can't wait to see what it's like having all of those games, just being able to switch between any of those Street Fighters all the time, and playing the multiplayer on them. It's gonna be great. All right, so now we've got to the big three that we know are coming out eventually. Some people are speculating this year. Some people are not speculating this year. Some are thinking it's gonna be 2019, even some of them 2020. Man, I'm hoping they're all 2018 because that means two things. First, it means that all of these games are coming out in 2018, and this is going to be an amazing lineup this year. And second, it means that the next years to come have to keep beating 2018 and 2017, and that's amazing. So I'm really hoping all three of these games come out this year, and the first one is Fire Emblem. We don't really know anything about this Fire Emblem game at this point. It's just all rumor and speculation. We know that they're going to change up the fighting style a little bit, and they're going to try to just change up the game. I'm hoping it is the biggest and the most intense Fire Emblem that we've seen so far. I really like previous Fire Emblems, and I think that they could go in a lot of directions with this. That's the most interesting thing, because you look at how they revamped Zelda and they revamped Mario, and it's just, they could do that with every franchise. They know how to do it right, apparently. I'd be totally okay with that with Fire Emblem as well. So yeah, we really don't know much about this game. I hope it comes to 2018. I'm ready for a new Fire Emblem. I'm ready for a console Fire Emblem. I'm ready for something to blow me out of the water in this series, and I think this one's going to be it. And on that same note, a new Pokemon RPG is supposed to be coming out. And now the thing about this Pokemon RPG is this going to be the first console RPG. And while you might say, yeah, they've had Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, and games like that, but I think this is going to be the first true Pokemon experience on console. And with the power of the Switch compared to something like the 3DS, you look at these games like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, just imagine that twice as good. And so I can't imagine the breadth of this game and what it's going to turn into. They said they're going to really revamp the combat, and I saw something like Pokken Tournament. I don't want them to go that far into straight fighting, but when you look back at the actual Pokemon anime and what they did there, they started with arenas. The Pokemon battle in arenas. So I think it'd be really cool to maybe pull something like Final Fantasy 15, where it's semi-active based, but then you also have the things that you can select, like special powers and stuff. Maybe make it a little bit more turn-based than Final Fantasy 15, but give it that feel of like you actually battle in some sort of an arena, or like you're walking in the open world, you walk up to a Pokemon and you battle in that area, but kind of an arena style. You can move around, you can dodge attacks, make it to where we can feel like we're playing the Pokemon a little bit more, and that would be super cool. I mean, the worlds have already gotten so big in Pokemon. What if they let you go to like the last 3 generations of worlds, or all the worlds, like all the different continents or whatever they're called? I think they're called continents, like Kanto and Johto and stuff. Those are continents, right? I don't know. Anyway, the Pokemon RPG is going to be amazing. A lot of people are speculating it's not going to come out this year. It could be possible. I'm really hoping it comes out in 2018 because, man, that'd be so cool. And you've got to imagine that companies have been developing on the Switch for more than the 10 months it's been out. So 2 to 3 years, you know, we could have some pretty sweet stuff. I'm thinking Pokemon could be a late year title in 2018. And man, will that sell a ton of consoles. That's what's going to convert all of the 3DS people over to the Switch, and it's much needed. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. And last but not least on the list is Metroid Prime 4. Does really much need to be said about this? It's Metroid Prime 4. This game is going to be incredible. We're all excited for it. Anyone who played any of the Metroid Primes, this is going to be great. We've been missing a Metroid Prime game for so long, and I just think with the technology that we have today, this game is going to be incredible. I can't even imagine it at this point. So I'm really excited for Metroid Prime 4. Again, this is one of those games that people are saying probably won't be this year. A lot of people are saying it could be this year. I would really love an announcement to come out and say, look, Metroid Prime 4, late 2018. That would be incredible. So I just don't know what else to say. It's Metroid Prime 4, guys. We all were so hyped when this got announced, and I just think that it's going to be an amazing game. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm hoping it's 2018, because if this is the 2018 lineup, on top of them wanting to put out a game about every month that's a Nintendo title, this is going to be another incredible year, because they have a lot to do to beat the first year so far. Just Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey alone have set such a high precedent. Nintendo has a lot of work to do, but I think right now the Nintendo that we're seeing can blow us out of the water with every one of these games, and that's what I'm super excited for. Anyway, guys, let me know down below in the comments if you agree with my decision, some of the games that you're looking for in the year to come, and also I have links down below for every game that I mentioned that is up for pre-order, that can be purchased, or anything like that, and I'll try to update them as I go. I'm not entirely sure that I'll be able to update them or I'll remember, but I will try to update them as I go. Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button to join the community and be updated on every time I release a new video, and don't forget to give that like button some love. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's continue to create the greatest gaming community in the world. I'll see all you guys in the next video.